Welcome to the webinar. This is me, Deepshika, your host and your friend, and I hope everyone is doing great. It's an honor to have our guest with us. She is here to share her experience on interviews and also is ready to expand our knowledge on data structure. She is an ex-IITian and ex-Samsung software developer, especially specialized in research and development, and now is a software developer in Microsoft. It is a great to have her, Miss Yukta Bajaj. So hello, ma'am.
Hi Deepshika and hi everyone.
So, ma'am, please tell us about something about your journey from 11th mains, advanced to IIT, and then Samsung, and now in software.
Sure. So first of all, Deepshika, thank you for such a nice introduction. Let me start with the time when I was in 11th. So I belonged to a small town near Kota, and we did not had a proper IIT coaching. So I had to rely on resources provided by my school only. In my 11th and 12th, I studied for mostly board, my 12th board, and a little bit of JEE. I was able to clear my mains, JEE mains, by only 1 mark when I was in 12th. So definitely I had to take a drop year. So I took a drop year and I went to Kota and I again did my preparation with Resonance. And this time, fortunately, I was able to clear both my mains and advance with a good rank. And I got into IIT ISM Dhanbad. And there also, I did not get into CSE. I got into chemical engineering. We had a rule there that if you secure a good GPA, you can switch your branch. So what happened was we had a generic coursework in IIT in first year, right? So there was a lab that was based on coding. I just literally fell in love with coding when I started writing code in the labs. And that's when I decided that I want to get into CSE and I want to become a software developer. So I studied hard that 1 year. Literally used to study like we used to do in JEE coaching. So fortunately I got a good GPA. I was at top of my class, almost top, not literally top. So I got into CSE branch from second year. So now I was new to CSE. I did not know anything how to secure job into good companies like Microsoft, Samsung. I did not know anything. So I like second year ka first like third semester I spent like this that only कि I मतलब मुझे कुछ नहीं पता था क्या करना है आगे, right? So from fourth semester I got to know कि हाँ थोड़ा competitive coding करना है, थोड़ा DSA करना है. So from fourth semester I started doing DSA, and fourth semester and the summer of that year. Like after second year, we got a summer break for 2 months. So that time I completed my DSA during that time. And at the start of my third year, the internship season started and the companies started coming in. So I think Samsung came in second week of the internship season. So I was able to secure offer with them, and I got internship with Samsung. And फिर Samsung में internship थी, summer internship for 2 months. So after 2 months, there was an interview for a job also. They had certain criteria which I fulfilled, so they took my interview for job for full time offer. And then we so when I was literally in train. I was going to my college for my fourth year, final year, and I got the news that I got a pre-placement offer from Samsung. So yeah, so from there I secured my first job offer, and Yeah, so I was very happy, and I joined Samsung after completing my college. So Samsung was my first company, and now after 2 years, I worked with Samsung around 2 years, and now I recently switched to Microsoft. I switched because I wanted to explore more career opportunities. So yeah, that was all about my journey till now.
Great to hear about that, ma'am. I would love to know more about you, ma'am. Please share your experience in this field, and I'm sure that our audience would be eager to know about that.
So in Samsung, I got into gallery team, Samsung gallery team, and I did a lot of work there. There are some features which are currently in Samsung Mobile also. Those you have Samsung Mobile, please ping me. I will let you know what features I worked on. And yeah, so now after joining, like after coming into corporate world, I got interested in cloud domain. Like I was really interested in working in cloud domain, and we like the major cloud computing companies today are Microsoft and Amazon, right? So I wanted to work in cloud, and luckily I got Azure team in Microsoft. So yeah, I joined Microsoft for that. Yeah, Deepshik, you can go
Yeah,
ahead.
discussing interviews and the current position that are accessible and what are the fundamental necessities that organization are searching for their workers.
Okay. So like I can share my experience of product-based companies. So mostly product-based companies assess you on the basis of your ability to solve a problem optimally. What kind of problems, right? Right. So problems are mostly based on DSA. DSA starting from arrays till graph, or and some designing. So for you can say SD1, only low-level designing is involved, and from SD2 onwards, system design will also come. Uh, and the third thing is, so every company have their culture, right? And they have some leadership qualities defined. So
Ma'am, no sound.
you must have. Sorry.
We
So
can
you
continue.
must have heard कि sure. So आप लोगों ने सुना होगा कि after coding rounds there are HR rounds also, right? So HR round में they assess you based on behavioral questions like tell me about yourself, what is your goal, where do you see yourself in next coming years. So they ask these type of questions to assess like how you are fit into their culture, do you fit there or not. To conclude, DSA, LLD, low level design, and I would say behavioral question or culture fit, you can say. Yeah.
Okay, ma'am. So, what are the most notable characteristics that are reviewed in meeting?
In Sorry, can you repeat?
Means, what are the characteristics that generally they review in the meetings and if, interviews like that?
Okay. Uh, so, uh, okay. So what is the typical structure of an interview is they will like in coding interviews, the interviewer will most likely ask you a problem based on DSA, and you have to solve it within the given time. Um, so what they look into candidate is how efficiently he or she is able to write a production level code. So what is production level code? Production level code, like how readable your code is, how organized your code is, And by organized I means आप लोगों ने कितना object oriented pattern follow किया है to write your code. And is your code handling the corner cases or edge cases? Yeah, and how like are you able to communicate properly with them regarding your approach? So I would say, yeah, these are the main factors an interviewer look or a company looks into a candidate.
Definitely, ma'am. This is like we generally when we talk about some good placement on companies like product-based companies as Microsoft and Amazon. Ma'am, do you think that a tier 2 or 3 colleges they can prepare for it too? Like, is it possible to get into this companies? Because we people from the tier 2 or tier 3 colleges, they just dream of it is like a dream company, and it is very, unusual to crack these kind of interviews.
So I definitely, Deepshika, definitely tier 2 and tier 3 college. So like I don't believe in the star system first of all, and definitely everyone who is prepared for these interviews can crack the job offer. So ऐसा नहीं होता है कि आईआईटी में आपको डीएसए पढ़ाएंगे या आईआईटी में दे विल प्रिपेयर यू फॉर इंटरव्यू, ऐसा नहीं होता है. आईआईटी में भी वी हैव टू प्रिपेयर बाय आवरसेल्व्स. So the only thing is, I think only advantage we get in IIT or NIT is that the companies come on a campus. But nowadays LinkedIn is a very good platform to know कि कौन सी company का hiring drive चल रहा है, and there are like you can ask for referrals from a connection and definitely get an interview scheduled for you. So the only thing you need to focus on is to be well prepared for the interview, and you can definitely get into big tech companies like Microsoft and Amazon.
Yeah, ma'am, this was like a kind of boost to the motivation people present here. So, I would like to ask that these students who are from tier 2 and tier 3 colleges, ma'am, what do you think? When should one start the preparation? Because the college is not that renowned, and just about that timing of
So
preparation to start.
okay. Okay. So if you have an internship, you will get an experience, and that will be really good for your resume when you are applying for full-time opportunities. And nowadays, companies are giving internship to second-year students also. So, like, if you want to get an internship offer in your second year, then I think 1 year should be sufficient enough. Like it's more than sufficient to get yourself prepared for these interviews like DSA, LLD, and behavioral questions. So if you want to get an internship offer for second year, then start from first year. And if you want to get an offer in third year, then start from second year. 1 year is, I think, sufficient period for preparation.
And ma'am,
And
if someone is
yeah, it sure continue.
Ma'am, if someone is in like third year and or maybe end of the final start going to start its final year, and they're busy in preparing for themselves to get placed, what do you want to tell those
Okay.
people who are going to
So
prepare for it?
ऐसा तो होता नहीं है कि सबको internship मिल जाती है, because internship seats are limited, right? तो for that, like to मतलब उस part को fulfill करने के लिए, what you can do is you can do a self project and add it in your resume. And if the project is like somehow visible, like if you have built a website or if you have uploaded the code on GitHub, or like if it is somehow impactful for the community, then definitely it will set a good impression. So that can be one thing. And for full-time offer, definitely like if you start from third year or even from the start of fourth year, that will be a good start, and I think you will be well prepared by the end of fourth year to secure a job offer.
Oh, thank you, ma'am. So, ma'am, you like when you all said and it's done, and like how were you inspired to get like you were in chemical engineering in the beginning, and then you shifted to CSC. So, how you kept motivated for yourself in learning DSA from beginning itself? So that is also a big task because me being a computer science student and many more other, we start coding and we don't find that much interesting. So to keep yourself motivated, what you did?
Okay, so for me, the case was like I was always fascinated by how much impact just your few lines of code can do, and I always used to look at the products that these companies are creating, and like I was always researching like what kind of technology they used and how much time it took to create the product, and like people were able to create the product in 1 month or 2 months in the startups, right? So like I really got motivated, you can say, from the impact it can create, your code can create. So that motivated me to learn DSA at the first place. And I know ki many people say DSA is not used in actual products, but it's not entirely true. Um, like if you are targeting some new project, and in companies we are regularly, like research is part of our job, right? So if you're targeting something new, you have to have the knowledge of all the data structures and all the tech stack, and then you can make an optimal choice, right? अगर आपको आता ही नहीं है तो how will you compare and decide what you can use for your project, right? So yeah, so this was the motivating factor for me.
Okay, ma'am. So, what do you like? These companies, product-based companies, what are they actually like? Which language generally they prefer?
Uh, so, uh, uh, so it's not the same for everyone. So Microsoft have their the C plus plus and C sharp and .NET, which they have only built, and I think Google also have their own language. So it's not like that. But अगर आपका dream है कि मतलब मुझे Google ही join करना है, right? तो you can follow them, and मतलब उनको LinkedIn पे follow कर सकते हो, and you can search on Google itself कि what kind of tech stack they are using, and you can learn that tech stack. So मतलब this will definitely be an advantage for you as compared to other candidates कि आपको already tech stack आता है, and you can do a project based on those technologies or something aligned with their objective. So, yeah, like for Google, they have a very good search engine, right? So you can do some project aligning with the search engine or page ranking algorithm. So something like this.
Okay, ma'am. So please, could you share please share some of the platforms that you are looking like we can use for good sort of jobs, like any platforms such as which one is more preferred generally?
Okay. So I would say, matlab, there are many ways to get yourself an interview. So I think the most effective way which I have seen till now is to get in touch with a recruiter, because recruiter is internally part of that organization and they can forward your application very quickly. But if you're not able to get in touch with a recruiter, and the second thing is you can contact people from that company and ask them for referral. नाउ रेफरल के लिए ऐसे मैसेज मत भेजना कि मुझे रेफर कर दो मैम, या मुझे ज्वाइन करना है, ऐसे जेनरिक मैसेज डोंट सेंड मी और एनीवन. व्हाट यू हैव टू डू इज, जिस कंपनी को आपको ज्वाइन करना है, गो टू देयर करियर पेज. उसमें जॉब ओपनिंग्स होती है, तो सर्च फॉर द जॉब आईडी विच यू लाइक फर्स्ट रीड द जॉब डिस्क्रिप्शन, and if you feel that you are fit for that job, then copy that job ID and attach that job ID in the message you are sending to the person, and as well as attach your resume. And ठीक है, ये रेफरल हो गया. And if unfortunately you're not getting a referral also, then the third thing is you can use platforms like LinkedIn, Naukri.com, and you can also directly apply from the careers page. Yeah. So yeah.
And ma'am, to boost up our competitive coding, what will you suggest?
So okay. So I think competitive coding is necessary, matlab not necessary, but like it will help you stand out from other candidates, because competitive coding में आप लोग को एक कोड लिखना within a limited time. You will learn that skill, and it will enhance your problem solving ability and thinking ability in a limited time, right? So definitely it looks good in your resume, and as well as it will help you stand out as compared to other candidates. And the platforms which you can use is so I started my competitive coding with CodeChef. The other ones are HackerRank, Code Forces. So Code Forces में virtual contest भी होते हैं, तो मतलब you can choose your own time and start a virtual contest. And nowadays Lead Code is also having a contest on weekends. So any platform you can choose, all are good.
Ma'am, another concept that is looked upon whenever we talk about computer science and competitive codings, how much importance does it have according to your point of view? Like any other, we are talking just about DSA and any other concepts that you think that is important.
So, देखो, so competitive coding is also based on DSN algorithms, right? It is nothing different. The only thing is the difficulty level and the time restrictions, and yeah. So competitive coding will help you like improve your thinking ability. Like you have to solve a complex problem. I think there are 3 or 4 problems in a contest, so you have to solve those problems in a limited time. So definitely it will help you and push you out of your comfort zone to think fast and optimally. So definitely, I think if you have time, you must do competitive coding for at least some time. Um, yeah, so it will definitely help you stand out. Yeah.
Other than like, do you think that these topics such as computer networks or something that these other topics that you think like it is important for other like job point of view?
Definitely. So, okay. So, mostly the interview pattern is something like this. They will have one coding round, which will have, I think, 2 or 3 questions depending on the company. And you have to solve that in within a time duration of 1 hour or 2 hours. So that is eliminatory round, right? So coding round, if you are able to clear coding round, then there will be interviews. So हर कंपनी का अपना एक पैटर्न होता है, इंटरव्यू पैटर्न. So for Amazon it is like I'm just giving an example. So for Amazon they will ask you 2 DSA based problems. Then they will ask you some behavioral questions based on their leadership skills, and then they will ask you a little bit of CS fundamentals. अब CS fundamentals में the main subjects which interviewers focus on are OS, operating systems, database management system, and computer network. So these 3 are the most important, and I think Geeks for Geeks is a very good site to prepare for these subjects. Uh, yeah. You can definitely refer Geeks for Geeks for preferring CS and CS fundamentals.
And ma'am, right now, the end of like year, third year probably, people start, those who are like confident about their competitive coding and all, they start preparing for, interviews. So what, according to you, which would be like any platform that will help them to boost their interview skills?
Okay. So there are some platforms that are offering mock interviews, right? I think InterviewBit is offering free mock interviews. So it will definitely help if you can practice your interview skills with someone in a mock interview. And apart from that, LeetCode has a pretty good set of problems um for interviews. Like there's a filter called top interview questions, so you can filter the questions by that. And and the third thing you can do is, so nowadays in YouTube बहुत लोग अपना interview experience share करते हैं, right? So it's always good to, like, अगर आपका कल interview है in some company, so you can search for interview experience for that company, right? So it will definitely help you understand the structure of those interviews, कि कितने rounds होंगे and किस round में DSA होगा, किस round में behavior questions होंगे. um, and the other thing is, Geeks for Geeks में भी है एक इंटरव्यू, आई थिंक इंटरव्यू एक्सपीरियंस का एक सेक्शन है, वहां से भी आप पढ़ सकते हैं. एंड दैट आई वुड रिकमेंड फॉर श्योर. जब भी आपका इंटरव्यू हो रहा है तो उससे एक दिन पहले डेफिनेटली लुक फॉर दोज क्वेश्चंस, एंड उससे आपको एक आइडिया लग जाएगा कि इस टाइप के क्वेश्चन पूछते हैं इसमें. मतलब जैसे मान लो कि कल किसी XYZ कंपनी का इंटरव्यू, राइट? सो आपने Geeks for Geeks पे देख लिया कि ये लोग अरे बेस्ड क्वेश्चंस ज्यादा पूछते हैं या बाइनरी ट्री बेस्ड ज्यादा क्वेश्चंस पूछते हैं. सो यू कैन रिवाइज फॉर दोज पर्टिकुलर टॉपिक्स. सो या.
As we are talking about interviews, how to make a good impact on the interviewer, because the new first few interviews that we are going to give, definitely we have some less self confidence, and to boost that confidence, what is your point of view on that now?
सो सो इंटरव्यू से पहले थोड़ी नर्वसनेस सबको होती है, उसका कोई सोल्यूशन नहीं है. बट आई वुड से, मतलब, टू बी कॉन्फिडेंट, द की इज टू बी वेल प्रिपेयर्ड. एंड प्रिपरेशन के लिए मतलब मैंने कुछ रिसोर्सेज ऑलरेडी शेयर किए हैं. अपार्ट फ्रॉम दैट, इन एन इंटरव्यू व्हाट यू कैन फोकस ऑन इज, लाइक, इंटरव्यू में आपको इंटरव्यूअर एक क्वेश्चन देगा, राइट? तो हम लोग क्या करते हैं, जल्दी जल्दी सॉल्यूशन पे भाग जाते हैं एंड सॉल्यूशन लिखना चालू कर देते हैं. सो डोंट डू दैट. उससे इंटरव्यूअर माइट फील कि आपने बस रटा हुआ है सॉल्यूशन. सो पहले आपको क्या करना है, हाउ यू शुड स्टार्ट इज, पहले आपको इंटरव्यूअर से डिस्कस करना है फॉर द फर्स्ट 5 मिनट्स कि योर अंडरस्टैंडिंग ऑफ द क्वेश्चन इज करेक्ट. सो for that, what you can do is, you can ask for the, like, you can ask for the corner cases and edge cases, मतलब जो बिल्कुल outliers होते हैं. तो you can verify those cases with the interviewer to make sure you are thinking in the right direction. Once you have identified these, उसके बाद you will move to the coding part, or you will share your approach with the interviewer, right? तो अप्रोच मस्ट बी समथिंग लाइक दिस कि सबसे पहले आप ब्रूट फोर्स सॉल्यूशन सोचोगे, राइट? कोई भी ऑप्टिमल सॉल्यूशन डायरेक्टली थोड़ी सोचता है, मतलब इन अ जनरल सिनेरियो सबसे पहले ब्रूट फोर्स सोचते हैं. तो सबसे पहले टेल द इंटरव्यूअर योर ब्रूट फोर्स सॉल्यूशन, share the time complexity and space complexity of that solution, and then interviewer will ask you ki how we can optimize this further. Then come to the optimal part, and फिर optimal part की time complexity भी share कर दो, so that the interviewer will know कि हाँ, like, why we are using the optimal solution and not the brute force solution, because of the time complexity and space complexity, right? And after that, once you have discussed your approach, you will write the code. तो अब when you are writing the code, so मतलब try to write a production level code. I know time कम होता है, तो मतलब जितना closely you can write the production level code, that will be good. So what I mean by production level code is कि how readable your code is, how well structured your code is. By well structured, I mean मतलब mostly if it is based on object oriented patterns or not. So these kind of things you can keep in mind. And after you have discussed your approach and written the code, So after that, try to ask interviewer about his experiences and what kind of technology the company is working on, and anything you want to ask regarding your role, not generic questions like how was my performance. So yeah, I think these can help to make a good impression on interviewer.
Ma'am, there is always at the end of the interview, people generally like the interviewer generally asks the question that what do you want to know about like what any questions that is that you want to ask. So what questions generally we should prefer about asking?
Okay. So mostly the interviewer, so the intent behind this question is to know how excited you are about this role, right? So try to ask questions related to that job profile. So some of the questions may be what kind of tech stack we are using in this role, and the other question can be how is the interviewer's experience working on this project. So yeah, and what is the culture like, culture of the team? So these kind of questions can be asked.
So I think we have covered a lot of questions regarding this interview and cracking the good product-based companies. So I think we should take some questions from the audience too, ma'am. So it's a
Sure.
Q&A time. Please ask the questions from ma'am.
Yeah, before jumping into Q&A round, like I would request everyone to just raise your hand before starting the questions, and the host will be allowing you to ask the questions one by one. Yeah, Ansari, you can go ahead.
हेलो गुड इवनिंग मैम।
Yeah, hi, I'm sorry.
मैम मैं एनआईटी हमीरपुर से हूँ और मैं अभी केमिकल ब्रांच से ही हूँ। तो मेरा क्वेश्चन ये था कि मैं वेब डेवलपमेंट मुझे बहुत अच्छा लगता है, मतलब वेबसाइट बनाना। तो मैं वेब डेवलपमेंट शुरू कर चुका था, लेकिन फिर मुझे पता लगा कि किसी भी कंपनी में जाने के लिए आपको प्रोग्रामिंग करनी होती है और डाटा स्ट्रक्चर एल्गोरिदम सीखना होता है। तो मैंने कहीं पे पढ़ा कि भाई आप जावास्क्रिप्ट पे भी प्रोग्रामिंग कर सकते हो। तो मेरा क्वेश्चन ये था कि क्या मेरा डिसीजन ठीक है कि अगर मैं जावास्क्रिप्ट में डाटा स्ट्रक्चर एल्गोरिदम सीखूं तो क्या इंटरव्यू में मुझे रिजेक्ट तो नहीं कर देंगे कि भाई पाइथन नहीं आती या कुछ ऐसा?
Okay, so it's not like that. Like, agar if you are able to write optimal code in JavaScript, then it should be fine. But as far as I am aware, most people write data structure and algorithm code in C++ and Java. But I think language is not a very barrier here. You can definitely go for JavaScript if you are able to cover all the problems.
थैंक यू मैम।
Hey Ukta, Onkar this side.
Hi, Unkar.
Actually, I was having a question. Like many people just confused regarding some of the things. Like we all know that how powerful this LinkedIn platform is. So I would like urge you to like say like you told about building networks and to interact with the interviewer and stuff like those. So we all know the power of LinkedIn. So how can we just as a student build this network through this platform named LinkedIn, and what is this like advantage of using LinkedIn in our own life as a student?
Okay. So, first of all, many students have some target companies, right? So you can always send a connection request or follow request to people working in these companies. And I would say also target recruiters, the people with the job title as recruiters. So they will most likely share in details about opening in their company. And apart from that, so if you are building network and once your connection request get accepted, you will get to know about their, like, mostly people share about their work life there, about the projects they are working on. So you will get insights about what a company is working on currently, and based on that, you can prepare yourself for the interview, and you can prepare for those technologies. And yeah, so and that will be good.
Yeah, thank you, ma'am. And if anybody has any kind of questions, they can directly ask ma'am. Yeah. Aditya, yeah, first. Yeah, Aditya. Yes, yeah, Aditya. Okay, Akansha Priya, you can just ask your question.
Hello, ma'am. How are you?
Hi, Akansha, I'm fine. What about you?
Ma'am, fine. Ma'am, I want to ask you that you have said that we have to prepare for our DSA and have to do some competitive coding. But I want to ask you that from what resources have you prepared for your DSA? Like many topics are there in DSA. So how to prepare for that?
So when I was in second year, there, like nowadays there are many YouTube channels, but when I was in second year, there were not many YouTube channels. So the first resource I followed was Geeks for Geeks, and yeah, so I almost completed all the DS like data structure problems for Geeks, and later I moved to Lead Code to like because Geeks for Geeks does not have a proper platform to write code and test your coding ability. So later I moved to Lead Code to test my coding ability, and Lead Code has a feature where they will tell that your code is faster than 50% of other codes, or your code is 50% more optimized in memory than other codes. So it helped me to improve my code more and more, and get me well prepared. So yeah, mostly I used Geeks for Geeks and Lead Code.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay, anybody else? Like Ayush, you want to go?
Yeah. Hi, Yukta. Thanks for joining again. And my questions goes like this कि जैसे we are into like when we see कि बहुत सारा hype मिला हुआ है on a digital platform AI ML की तरफ, data science की तरफ, and but the most of the experts say कि इस field में कुछ ज़्यादा इंडिया में कुछ नहीं है. मतलब if you want to get a job, go for a web development, Android development, or either go for a competitive or a data structure aspect. बट जैसे कि डेटा साइंस AI ML के लिए अभी नहीं, मतलब जाना है तो 10 साल के बाद जो, या फिर करना है तो इंडिया के बाहर जो, इंडिया में भी स्कोप नहीं है. तो व्हाट डू यू थिंक अबाउट दिस कि क्योंकि लॉट ऑफ ऑडियंस आर हियर एंड लाइक मेनी ऑफ आर फ्रॉम फर्स्ट ईयर, तो AI ML से बहुत ज़्यादा हम लोग फैसिनेटेड हो जाते हैं कि यार AI ML में करना है, रोबोट बना देंगे, ये कर देंगे, बट एक्चुअल में वो चीज़ें नहीं हो पाती हैं, टोटली डिफरेंट होता है. एंड एट द एंड मोस्ट ऑफ लाइक हम लोग Tier 3 कॉलेजेस से हैं, तो नहीं हो पाता है, मतलब AI ML में कोई स्कोप नहीं लगता. तो व्हाट डू यू थिंक, व्हाट शुड बी द बेस्ट वे टू गो इन दिस फील्ड?
So Ayush, do you mean from an interview perspective or from development perspective after joining?
Interviews perspective, like if I want to pursue my career in AI ML, so will that be a good to start in India right now?
Okay. So AI/ML, like in India, AI/ML is mostly done in research jobs. Even Samsung had a research department where most of the projects were focused on AI/ML. And I think Amazon have a job opening for ML engineers, and they are hiring very much right now. And even Microsoft have a research profile, and there are many other research-based companies. So, like, if you are only interested in AI ML based projects, then I would say you should target research based companies. And from the interview perspective, uh, there is almost in every interview there is one round based on DSA. After that, if you are going into a research profile, you will get more of ML and AI based questions and like more on advanced mathematics. Yeah, and so it's not like that in India we don't have work based on AI ML. We do have.
Okay, thanks, Gupta.
Okay, cool. Anybody else? Yeah, Aditya, if you are available, then you can ask your question. Other,
Ma'am, can you give the roadmap to master competitive programming?
Okay, so competitive. Okay. So if you want to start with competitive programming, first thing is you need to finish DSA first because based on DSA only you will be able to solve competitive coding problems, right? And now for competitive coding, I would say the best way to improve is by joining contest. There are many platforms that host regular contests like Code Chef and Code Forces and HackerRank too. So you can target any of these platforms and start participating in contests.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
okay, cool. That was actually a good question, like a roadmap to competitive coding, because I was also having the same question. Okay, Raghav Dogra, you want to go?
Hello, ma'am. I'm Raghav from Triple IT Sonipat.
Hi, Raghav.
Ma'am, I hope you are doing good. And ma'am, my question is that, ma'am, I am very fascinated by UX designing, not by DSA, or I am into that, but I'm not that much excited about it. So I asked my friends and some my parents and my mentors also, but they say that, like the Ayush said, that there is not much scope. But when I look into it, UX designing is very basic for any product based company and a lot of companies, because without it, uh, a lot of things are misplaced. So, ma'am, I try to look for positions as an intern for this position, but I can't find it anywhere, and I don't know who to approach.
Okay, so there, I think you are right. There's definitely a UX team in every company. I'm not sure about the intern part, but there are many full-time positions for UX designing, and I think the best way to find these positions, positions is to go on the career page and then search for UX designing with a tag. And Also, the other thing you can do is on LinkedIn, also, there are many UX designers. You can directly approach them and ask them about the positions. And I think if you approach a UX designer, then he will be able to guide you more regarding this.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Okay, that's great. Having a question from UX too. Yeah, Umang Banerjee, you can go.
Yeah, hi ma'am. I'm currently in 12 and I need to ask that I am very passionate about graphic designing. And on the other hand, I also like to do Arduino based projects and Python programming. So what do you think I should pursue in my upcoming future?
Okay. So Umang, I think for graphic designing, I think you can definitely go for UX designer part. And Python, for Python, in many companies there's a specific need for a language based developer, right? Some companies have an opening for Java developer, some companies have an opening for Python developer. So you can definitely go for those positions. And the other thing is Python. So Python is very much used in ML and AI based projects. So like if you want to explore that area, then for ML and AI, there's a good scope. So you can go for that also. And I would say you're in 12th right now, so like there's pretty much there is there's a high scope for you to explore more areas. So I would say keep exploring before making any decision.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thanks, Umang. Thanks for your question. Yeah, Raghav Dogra, any questions? Am I audible, Raghav?
Yeah, I asked the question already. I forgot to raise down.
Okay. Yeah, anybody else like Shubham Singh? Raise your hands. Tech Grand Expo. Yeah, you all can go. Just Tech Grand Expo. You may ask your question, buddy.
I have a question. Can I ask?
Yeah, sure.
I think you are not audible.
Yeah, I also feel the same. So, anybody who want to have a,
Excuse me, ma'am. 1 minute. I want to build my career in Java, but I am puzzled. So in Python, I am puzzled in Python also. So
Okay.
what is the right choice in career to opt or Java or Python?
Okay. Okay. So it actually depends on you and your interest, like which language excites you more. And it's not absolutely necessary to choose one language. You could go for both language. There are many projects which uses both language. So yeah, I would say if you are interested in both, then you can target such job profiles that require both the languages.
But ma'am, I have compared both languages. That Java is more reliable than Python.
So
I have also that Python is more. In Python there is less amount of code. Then, but I am confused.
okay.
Because
So,
I want to ask this question. I want to ask this question because I want to build my career in one language only. I want to become a freelancer.
okay, got it. So I would suggest, there are some pros and cons for every language, right? And it depends on like for what kind of projects that language will be used. Like for example, Java is used for Android development, Python is used for MLAI. So if you want a fair comparison, I would say try to explore the use cases of these languages and then decide that what interests you more. So, does that answer your question?
I hope so.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, thanks to Tech Grand Expo. Okay, so anybody else who is willing to ask some questions, or rather I will go with mine. Have your shot, guys. Come on. If anybody else is having any kind of questions. Okay,
Good
so
evening,
there's
ma'am.
okay. Yes,
Oh,
ma'am.
sorry to interrupt, but good evening,
No.
ma'am.
Hi, Mansi.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good. What about you?
I'm good too, ma'am. My question is, I'm currently studying in third year, pursuing electrical engineering, and my coding skills are not so good. So, can you suggest me any source that can improve my coding skills for intermediate exam for internship?
Okay. So as I said before, Geeks for Geeks is a very good platform. You can, they have a very organized resources for DSA, data structures and algorithms. And apart from that, if you have time, you can try to solve 4 to 5 problems per day. And I think after 2 months, you will be pretty fluent in every data structure. And for further improving your coding abilities, you can use LeetCode. And on LeetCode, so you are asking for internship, right? So try to target easy and medium level questions for internship. That should definitely help you get an offer.
Ma'am, will C language be enough for that?
If possible, C++ is mostly similar to C, right? If possible, try to do in C++. That will be better. Because C language does not have many inbuilt functions. C++ will offer you STL libraries that will help you code faster in interview for coding rounds.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Yes, Mr. Islam Ansari. Any questions?
हेलो वंस अगेन मैम। मैम मेरा क्वेश्चन ये था कि जैसे मैं जावास्क्रिप्ट में क्वेश्चन सॉल्व करूँगा और मुझे डाउट आएंगे डीएसए में, तो क्वेश्चन के आंसर अगर मैं ढूंढूंगा तो वो मैक्सिमम यही होगा कि किसी ने सी प्लस प्लस में लिखा होगा या पाइथन में लिखा होगा। तो कहीं वो मेरे लिए हिंड्रेंस तो नहीं बनेगा कि फिर मुझे
तो देखो, if you are trying to solve a problem, तो लॉजिक तो सेम रहता है हर प्रॉब्लम का, राइट? And there are many YouTube channels. मतलब even I also have a YouTube channel in which I am teaching DSA. So you can understand the logic from these channels, and then you can write it in JavaScript. So अगर आपको JavaScript आती है, so that is so writing code is not an issue once you understand the logic. And I think lead code में there is one discussion tab for every problem. So I think उसमें JavaScript code भी किसने लिखा ही होगा most probably.
ओके मैम। और मैम एक और चीज़, मैम इंग्लिश कैसे सुधारनी ये क्वेश्चन।
Okay. So so जैसे मैंने आपको बताया था कि इंटरव्यू बिट में there are mock interviews. So you can go, मतलब उनमें mock interviews में there will be okay, you have opted for mock interview, assuming, right? Just assume you have opted, and there are some other students who have also opted for mock interviews. So interview bit will connect you both for a interview round, and there you both can practice. तो मतलब वो भी आपके लेवल का है, तो मतलब there is no need to feel shy also, right? And वहाँ पे आप practice कर सकते हो, and you, like, if possible you can also practice with your friends, and धीरे धीरे improve हो जाती है. And अगर फिर भी if you are feeling a bit uncomfortable in English, then you can explain your code in Hindi to the interviewer. मतलब obviously the interviewer should understand Hindi, but अगर उसको आती है तो you can go in Hindi also. That's not a barrier in interviews nowadays.
Okay, thank you very much, ma'am.
मैम
Yeah जी,
गुड इवनिंग मैम।
good evening.
मैम मैं जैसे इंडिया में अक्सर 2-3 लोगों से बात की है, तो वो बोल रहे हैं कि इंडिया में जावा ही अक्सर यूज किया जा रहा है और जावा बेस पे ही कंपनी स्टूडेंट को मतलब फुलफिल कर रही है। तो मैम तो हमें पाइथन प्रिपेयर करना चाहिए या जावा?
Okay. So Ajit, मतलब what you are saying is like they are specific for a, मतलब they are, ये specific है Python developer या Java developer के लिए, and there are then generic roles also like software developer. तो ऐसा नहीं है कि Java की openings आती है, Python developer की बहुत opening आती है. तो and I would say the best way to target for interviews is for software engineering, क्योंकि because their language is not a barrier. You should understand DSA and designing part, and they will definitely hire you. Does that answer your question, Ajit?
Yes, ma'am. Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Okay. Again, I am up with one of my questions. It's like we are having audience from second year who is going into third year. We are having audience who is in third year who is transforming to fourth year. So one of the major things that is like the end sem project that everybody have in their thing. So what should be the criteria? What should be the idea behind it, and how does a person whosoever it is who's approaching it, what should be the basic logic behind it regarding this specific word end sem project?
Okay. So it actually depends on the scenario. अगर आप कोई स्पेसिफिक कंपनी टारगेट कर रहे हो तो यू शुड मतलब जैसे मैंने पहले भी एग्जांपल दिया था, जैसे आप गूगल टारगेट कर रहे हो तो बिल्डिंग अ प्रोजेक्ट रिगार्डिंग पेज रैंकिंग एल्गोरिथम और सर्च इंजन विल बी हेल्पफुल इन द इंटरव्यू. अगर आप माइक्रोसॉफ्ट टारगेट कर रहे हो तो कुछ क्लाउड पे बनाना या कुछ ऑफिस बेस्ड एप्लीकेशन बनाना, उसके अराउंड बनाओगे तो इट विल बी हेल्पफुल. अगर आप कोई नेटवर्किंग बेस्ड कंपनी ट्राई कर रहे हो तो क्रिप्टो के बेसिस पे प्रोजेक्ट बनाओगे तो दैट विल बी हेल्पफुल. अगर like this is the scenario where you're targeting a particular company. Otherwise, you can just go for generic projects that is of some use to the society. मतलब जैसे फॉर एग्जांपल आप एक प्रोजेक्ट बना रहे हो जिसमें तो मतलब जैसे मैंने एक प्रोजेक्ट बनाया था, उसमें क्या था कि आई डेवलप्ड अ क्रिमिनल फाइंडिंग ऐप, राइट? तो उसमें मेरा 3 तरह का स्किल्स शोकेस हो गया, लाइक एंड्रॉइड डेवलपमेंट शोकेस हो गया, जावा शोकेस हो गया, लैंग्वेज शोकेस हो गया, एंड थर्ड थिंग इज दैट इट इज एक्चुअली हेल्पफुल फॉर द सोसाइटी. सो इफ यू गो फॉर दिस काइंड ऑफ प्रोजेक्ट्स दैट इज गुड. एंड अगर आप लोगों को कुछ समझ नहीं आ रहा है तो स्टैनफोर्ड की वेबसाइट पे दे अपलोड प्रोजेक्ट for I think winter semester or fall semester. So you can choose a project from there also. That would be good. And जो भी प्रोजेक्ट आप कर रहे हो उसकी आपको मतलब पूरी नॉलेज होनी चाहिए and you should be able to explain it to your interviewer. That is what matters the most.
Yeah, that's exactly. That is actually what will define our everything. Our
Right.
interview. So yeah, it was a great session actually with you, ma'am, especially within your busy schedule. And one more thing, I am having one more announcement. Like किसी को भी किसी भी चीज में दिक्कत है, like especially DSA competitive coding, chat box में links हैं. YouTube में interview preparation with Yukta is a channel जहाँ पर मैम हर almost daily वहाँ पर interview preparations की बहुत अच्छे tips वहाँ पर डालती है. So you all can go through that. Chat box में एक और बार आपका link आ जाएगा. Ma'am is quite active on LinkedIn too. So whoever it is who is active on LinkedIn, please contact to ma'am if there is any kind of doubts in any kind of situations. So again, thank you, ma'am, for this precious time, like 7 to 8 between your hectic schedule, of course. I don't know how much Microsoft gives you a spare time, but still, हमने 1 घंटा चुरा लिया.
It was really nice sharing my experience with you guys, and I hope आप सबको अच्छा job offer मिल जाए. You all get your dream job.
Surely, ma'am. Okay, then. Thank you, ma'am, and stay safe, ma'am. And we'll be connected for more events. Thank you, ma'am.
Thanks, everyone. Bye.